Nnamdi Kaigeso. Mona Dimba, Mona Dinjo, Nnamdi Kaigeso. Nnamdi Kaigeso. Mone Cheche, Mona Lala, Nnamdi Kaigeso. ESN Kaigeso. Mona Dima, Mona Dinjo, ESN Kaigeso. Great Biafrans, great. Great Biafrans, great. Great Biafrans, great. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. The women ambassadors of Biafran land living in the United States cordially invite you to join them on April 3rd, together with our incorruptible leader, Mazi Alozie, as we raise funds for our own Eastern Security Network. Eastern Security Network is the network that keeps the Biafrans safe. It was our brainchild, a gift given to us by our indomitable leader last year, and we have to sustain it. If you are a lover of freedom, come and support the great women, the ambassadors of Biafra in the United States, as we raise money to sustain the ESN. Remember, ESN is the last hope of the poor people in great Biafran land. Remember, they cannot help themselves. They rely on all of us. Remember that the fear of ESN is the reason why Fulani herdsmen have left our land. The fear of ESN is the beginning of wisdom. Bring part of your stimulus check. Bring part of your excess business tax refund. Bring part of your income tax and support ESN. Remember, ESN men and women are gallant people securing our land. Remember that our security is the security of our children. Our security is the security of our land. Our hope and future depends on the security of our land. So come and support the gallant men and women who put their lives in harm's way to secure this land. A donation to ESN is a donation to the future. Come with your hearts, donate to this noble cause, and you will be remembered forever. Remember that God loves a cheerful giver. Give and you shall receive. Great Biafrans, great. Great Biafrans, great. Great Biafrans, great. ESN Bonkai, can you support Sonia?
Yes, our incorruptible leader, Mazi Alozie. Our incorruptible leader, Mazi Alozie. All he has been doing is for your sake. All he has been fighting for is for your future betterment. Incorruptible. What if he has been compromised? Where would we have been today? Why do we say he's incorruptible? To Kuje prison. Temptation. Join us, join the bandwagon, and we will make the world easier for you. Don't mind those, your brothers and sisters. Don't mind those your mothers and in-laws. Don't mind those youths. Fend for yourself. We will make you live ever happily after. You will get the oil well. We'll give you the billions. We'll give you a house. We will give you a mansion. No. We'll take you to Dubai. Only if you can join us. The incorruptible. He said, no, my people, come first. Let my people go. Otherwise, no deal. They chased him. They used tanks to fight him. It's like using a hammer to hit an ant, just to crush it, and you can't even find a trace of that ant. And woefully they failed. The ant escaped. You see the hatred. You see how angry they are for that who they cannot corrupt. Incorruptible leader. Let's deliver the rest of the message from the women, and we continue. The women, those fighting for our future and the future of their children. They are the lionesses. You see the lion. See what they do. You fend for your children.
Namdi kaigeso Mona dimba mona dijo Namdi kaigeso Namdi kaigeso Mone cheche mona lala Namdi kaigeso Iyesen kageso Mona dijo Iyesen kaigeso. Great Biafrans, great. Great Biafrans, great. Great Biafrans, great. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. The women ambassadors of Biafran land living in the United States cordially invite you to join them on April 3rd, together with our incorruptible leader, Mazi Alozie, as we raise funds for our own Eastern Security Network. Eastern Security Network is the network that keeps the Biafrans safe. It was our brainchild, a gift given to us by our indomitable leader last year, and we have to sustain it. If you are a lover of freedom, come and support the great women, the ambassadors of Biafra in the United States, as we raise money to sustain the ESN. Remember, ESN is the last hope of the poor people in great Biafran land. Remember, they cannot help themselves. They rely on all of us. Remember that the fear of ESN is the reason why Fulani herdsmen have left our land. The fear of ESN is the beginning of wisdom. Bring part of your stimulus check. Bring part of your SS business tax refund. Bring part of your income tax and support ESN. Remember, ESN men and women are gallant people securing our land. Remember that our security is the security of our children. Our security is the security of our land. Our hope and future depends on the security of our land. So come and support the gallant men and women who put their lives in harm's way to secure this land. A donation to ESN is a donation to the future. Come with your hearts, donate to this noble cause, and you will be remembered forever. Remember that God loves a cheerful giver. Give and you shall receive. Great Biafrans, great. Great Biafrans, great. Great Biafrans, great. ESN Bonkai, can you support Sonia?
Okay.
Namdi Kalondiro Juru Abuya Bonyendu Biafra. Namde Kalo Durai Lava, Durai Lava, Durai Lava, Namde Kalo Durai Lava, Abugi Bonyendu Biafra.
Yes. Why are we following him? He's incorruptible. He caters for us, for our well-being. He puts us before himself. He is more interested in our safety. He is more interested in our well-being. And that is the mark of a good leader. I don't mind those that come to the air and called him a scammer. What is he scamming? I don't know. Who is he scamming? I don't know. He has proven them wrong so many times. Oh, the money we are paying. Brrr, here comes ESN. Oh, they are not ESN, they are from across the border. Anything he does, they must try to challenge it. Like I said, today we are going to pay attention to the development of things. Law of comparative advantage, or even production. That applies to the way we have in the South our people, the so-called leaders. And when we call them leaders, we are not calling them leaders because they are capable. It is the notion we have of them. It's like a name given to you, and you are answering that name. And the only time you can change that name is like when you grow up and you realize that the name given to you is not you. Or not only is not you, it does not in any way show who you are. Like somebody will come from overseas and call you a name, Tanasha. What does it mean? I don't know. Just put something there and let him answer it, or let her answer it. What you call him Ambrose. Let him answer it. I don't care. It is importation and adaptation of foreign taste. When you let's settle down a bit. Okay, let us examine our minds. Let us examine our souls. Who are we? We are Biafrans. What's our culture? What's our background? We don't answer that. We don't search. We don't research. We don't apply. We adopt. We adopt anything brought to us. Anything introduced to us, we will adopt it. We will take it. No questions asked. Why do we have this behavior? Why do we have this behavior? I want us to look at the way we do things. As I may say, you see, it crosses all over our environment. It is rampant. Ambrose, your father gave you the name Ambrose. Let's say your father made a mistake. Oh, I want my son to be like original Ambrose. My son's name is Charles. Modeling the icon of one Charles. My son's name is Prince. Modeling or following the steps of one prince you may know. You take that name, you give to your child. And your child is walking around with a foreign name. You are Biafran. You have Amanyanobo. You have Oteke. You have Dikibo. You have all these names. But for the fact that you are affiliated with certain religion, the religious body that does not care, they have misrepresented themselves, so be it. Let it be the mistake our forefathers made. Let it be the mistake our grandfathers made. Let it be the mistake our fathers made. But from henceforth, it is our task to go back to the roots. It is our task to ensure that our children are no longer being misled. Identification. Identification. What does that mean? What you will be known with. Identify. Show me. Tell me. Point to me what that thing is. Show me that this is fire. Identify a criminal. That means they are telling you, go. You saw who committed that offense. Go and point to that person. Recognize. When you stand, when they line them up, you identify. You say, this is the person. How do you know? He is short. He is stocky. He lost 10 teeth in his mouth. And his hair is bushy. Now when you line them up, there are 15 people lined up. It is only one person that will feel, and you see him with that identification. Identity. What you are known for. What you can be recognized with. How somebody can say, you are this. When you speak Igbo, your language identifies where you come from. Go to Britain. Go to Mali. Go to Daura. Bring 3 Igbo people and put them together. Here comes the Fulani. Once they open their mouth, oh, they are Igbos. Identify with your language. Culture goes with your identification. How did we go so far away from who we are? It is the mistake made in the past, and it is our responsibility to correct it. Somebody came from England and called you Patrick, and you looked at yourself and you told your family, do you know what that man called me? What? Patrick. You did not ask, what does that mean? For the fact that it came from the white man, you adopt that name, Patrick. And then your neighbor sees you. What's that name? Patrick. It came from the white man. Very good. I am going to call my son Patrick. Culture. Identification being eroded. How many of them have called their children Chukwu Emeka? How many of those in London have crowned you and called you Obinna and called their children Obinna? None. Inferiority complex. The first degree. In as much as we adopt these names, we turn around. You see, where you have Western influence, this is very common. And it is only in Black Africa. 90% the zoo, Nigeria. 99.9% the Christian South. To identify ourselves with Christianity, which we strongly believe in. But what happened to our name? Ikechukwu, Azunna, Chidobe, Chinonso, Chinesom, Nwayoma, Nwachukwu. That identifies us closer to our belief. And when you say it to your children, we know what you're saying. I just want you to see the way we import cultures that destroy us. And let me bring it closer to home. And it is cropping up and nobody's seeing it. People are blind. We copy. We copy so much that we even copy. We discard what we have. You see, why it gets to me is that these are the things we have. These are the cultures of our forefathers, our ancestors. What happens? During slavery, they enslaved our people to different parts of the world. England, USA, and USA in turn pushed them to South America. And they have not told us the full history. Today in Mexico, you have blacks. But you will not know that there are blacks in Mexico. You will never know. Inferiority complex. When people look at you and look at the color of your skin, they say, yak. They have degraded you merely looking at you. Profiling. Then they come to give examples. Most of us adopt names just to make us feel good. We are eroding our culture and identification. Now, what happened to these people they sent to Central and South America? They left them there, and those people kept our culture. Go to Brazil. As we speak, as I am speaking, some of them still speak Igbo, original. Some of them still speak, majority still speak Yoruba. Go to Jamaica, you have Igbo names. You have those that have certain words from Igbo. Have we been able to go there and say, this is where you come from? No. We have been so weakened. And we can even go to Jamaica and not even speak the Igbo. They are keen. They are hungry for us to tell them, for us to show them the light, to make them feel good for who they are. No. Instead, we are looking up to them. Do you see how we kill ourselves? Back to identity. When they can hold the culture that they took with them when they were uprooted, sold by our ancestors, they held on to it. They believe in it. But we, the owners, we have been brainwashed. We are now excess. You cannot even open your mouth and talk about your culture, and they will throw water on it and squash it. Now, what are we doing? What I was referring to is the current parade being paraded in Biafra land. They say they are holding one kind of parade, and then they import Puerto Rican and South American culture. And you see the young women jumping up and down. All of a sudden, you are having feathers, which originally came from you to them. And then they put it in a different way because they don't have the resources you have to make those things in their original form. What do? You disregard that which originally is from you. And now you are using that which they refined because they don't have what you have, what you're supposed to protect. And our people are looking. And the same people tell them to come and do what the young girls do. Use your loincloth. Dress yourself and show off. No, they won't do it. But if it is to wear skimpy skirt, have breast exposed, where is it from? It is from Puerto Rico. This is how we sell ourselves. This is how we disregard what we have. This is why we are not who we are supposed to be. Importation of foreign culture. And when the Fulani say we like foreign things, we don't pay attention. We don't. When they say we don't respect ourselves, we say no. For the fact that they hate us, anything they tell us, even if it is something that we can learn from, we just wash it off. We have gone too far. Our leader continues to hammer it. How we can blindly accept names given to us, just like they gave the zoo Niger area. And nobody has been able, from a population of 200 million plus, none of them have had the courage to say, this is not us. This is not who we are. We will not accept this name. No, rather, the same people that imposed the name sat on it and told you, you must answer that name. And they're telling you, you are unbreakable. You cannot break up. You must all congregate and die. Eat yourselves and die. But we don't see the reason behind it. You are being exploited. Your identity is being gradually eroded, and you are assisting them. I don't expect it to be overnight. I don't expect this to be corrected overnight. But let's start somewhere. Identification. We have so been immersed in English language, which is the official language of the zoo. But where is it more rampant? The Igbo, number one. Oduduwa, second. Yes, the Oduduwas, when it comes to the South, number one in identifying themselves. The last, Biafrans, Eastern region. Why are we this way? Because we were so immersed with British behavior, British lifestyle, that we cannot make a complete Igbo sentence without injecting English in it, myself included. The Yoruba man can converse 3 hours, no atom of English word. Not an Igbo man. Not an Igbo woman. And we comfort ourselves. That you get what I just said? That there's no way just one here. Inglibo. Erosion of identification culture. But a Yoruba man can speak this thing in 3 hours. No atom of English word. How did it get to be like this? Do we have anything in place to correct it? I very much doubt it. Because there are some people, as we speak, they are not teaching their children Igbo. They are teaching them English. Loss of identity. And as I'm saying, we're even talking about identity. They even deny that they are even the Igbos. They stand right before you and say, I am not Igbo. And at the same time, he is there speaking Igbo to you. Then I come asking question. Then what is Igbo and who is Igbo? If you that is Igbo speaking Igbo will deny that you're not Igbo, who the hell are you? Who are we? If you're not Igbo, this is why you will fight your brother. He requests for something, you will not give it to him. You will curse him out. And that machete you don't have, then you will bring it out where it is and get ready to butcher him. But the Fulani man is standing squarely in front of your father's house. You don't remember you have that machete to chase him. The only time you remember you have that machete is when it concerns your own blood brother. How deceitful we can be. How destructive we can be to ourselves. Identification. Identification. Who are we? Do we actually know who we are? We have gotten to the point that anybody can convince us very easily. Yesterday we were talking about Obi of Onitsha, and I made a reference with regard to when Prince Charles came to visit him. And then they paraded themselves. Did you see where they put him? Way in the back. And then the Sokoto Caliphate came first. And it's the same person that Britain told, go and flood the security outfit. And he obliged. He has no kind of motive to say, why am I going to encourage my youth to rise against themselves? If he has the brain to recognize that ESN was formed to protect those that are farming, those women that are being raped, those old women that are being macheted, heads sliced, butchered, old men murdered, wives raped, daughters raped and butchered, and they are occupying your forest. Anybody when you said, why are you after Yesen? You said it. Nobody forced you. What did you do? You turn around. When Britain called you, hey, don't you used to get, do you still know we have your pension from Shell? We're going to stop it. You turn around. Overnight, 360 degree, film. You are floating security outfit. To fight who? Obi of Onitsha. Identity. What you are known for. You are known for treacherous behavior. Biafrans. We sell ourselves. It's in our blood. And we continue to live with it. Nobody changes. The same people, the Igbos. Let us examine ourselves. Let us look deep, right deep. What's in us? What is it that is engineering us? What is it that is powering us? The sky is our limit, but we are like parasites or locusts. We eat ourselves to death and existence. Our leader will call you. Our leader will tell you something. No, you look at yourself as almighty. Somebody foreign will come and tell you, go and kill your brother. You will oblige. You actually go and kill your brother. Do you have the sense? Do you have the common sense to say no? Those engineering you to go and kill your brother, those convincing you not to fight for your survival, those convincing you to be a slave, you've not sat back to say, why are they telling me to do this? You will oblige. Every day we stay here and talk. It is not how much we talk. It is what you get or what you make out of what we're telling you. The youth, you are the target. You are the ones being earmarked for elimination. And the same people earmarking you for elimination are the same ones calling you to come and pick up arms and fight yourselves. The ESN, they are your brothers and sisters fighting those that have occupied your forest. And when they fight you in the city and you run into the forest, they will kill you there too. This is why they occupy it. And if you have common sense that somebody that has taken money from the Sokoto Caliphate and they're telling you, go and fight your brother, have you ever asked yourself, why am I fighting my... No, what you ask is, how much? Identity. What you are known for. How much? And the basic reason, how? Under what condition? The situation is not right. Because in your bid to go and look for that, the Fulani will kill you. Let's say you're going into your farm to go and farm and uproot your cassava. That is what is. If anything is left from the cow's devastation, and then the bush lord, the farm lords will stay there and lay ambush and wait for you. When you get there, you are history. Then have you succeeded in fending for your children? No. You lost your life as you were trying to see what your children will eat. Now you are not there. Who will fend for them? You leave the poor woman. The same women we disregard, the same women we don't protect, the same women we offer to the Fulanis. Who are we? Who the hell are we? Can we consciously look into ourselves and say, what is wrong? Is this an omen or what? We cannot protect the core, the foundation of the family, the home builders, the homemakers, those that mold your children to come out to be what they will be. The fathers are there to provide. The women are there to build. They direct. They study their children. They know who is who. They know what you might likely or less likely do. It's not in those days when men stay home and go to the farm, accompanied by their wife or wives. But due to the introduction of modern day lifestyle, now the men go to fend for the family. The women build the family from the resources the men brought in. And we passed that stage. Now the men are being isolated. the core coup plan for the elimination of blacks. Now the men are being isolated. Does it not bother you as to why the Fulanis have introduced the elimination of men from employment? Your young boys from employment. Who do they employ? Women. Now they'll give them contract. They are more likely to give women contract than give it to men. Did you see the coincidence? The same policy adopted in Europe and US is the same policy being introduced in the zoo. What is the common factor? Breakdown of the family. Now they are telling you that your sons are hoodlums. These are university graduates that can barely hold domestic work in any establishment. If you give it to them, who is their boss? Mustafa. What is his qualification? I don't know, grade 12, whatever. But you with your masters, you are a potter. Now the women are the breadwinners. And where are the men? Out of agony, pain, they will ease their, they will ease their pain by going to the bar, drink themselves to death, sclerosis of the liver, the destruction of a race. Do we see how we are being devastated? Do we see the line mines we are walking through? And those mines continue to explode while we watch. Identity. Do you see how it has led us? Do you see where it has left us? Our children are confused. Now they attack them and say they are cultists. Let me bring you back a little bit more. We don't know who we are. For those that know, they are trying. They are trying to convince others to join. Are they joining? Do they understand what the issue is all about? Yes or no? Those that know, behave. Now, let me call your attention to this. They berate you. They talk down on you. They misrepresent you. But at the same time as they do this, they blackmail you. You know that they are blackmailing you. You know that they think you are nobody, and they know that you are a threat to them. That is why they blackmail you. That is why they put you down. It did not start today. Let me bring you to this article. It's from Time magazine, wrote of Nigeria in the 1960s. And the front of the magazine, you have Tafawa Balewa. It's on Time magazine. Now you will see that whatever they have for you, it did not start today. How media can destroy you. The same media that cannot talk about you, the same media that cannot represent you in any shape or form. Let me see if you can make something out of this. The country numbered some 250 tribes and languages. The three principal regions, Muslim, Christian. When they said Muslim, they did not say anything about Muslim. They just put Muslim. Then in in the other one they say Christian. In that they did not say anything. Then in the other one, animist. So you have Muslim, you have Christians, and you have animists. This is from Time magazine, 1960. And three big traditionally hostile regions, the feudal Muslim North, which claims half the entire population of Nigeria. The East, dominated by the astute, industrious Igbo tribes, and the West, richest and most advanced of all three, whose Yoruba tribesmen are Nigeria's most sophisticated citizens. Where did they get their information? Now you see they have already labeled you. And these are the same ones that are saying that the Igbos are a threat to them. They did not say the Yorubas, they said the Igbos. At the same token, the same people are trying to spin. Do you see how they misrepresent you? You are the only one that will represent us yourself, and you are the only one that will tell the world who you are. The world will not tell you who you are. You are the one that will tell the world, this is who I am. Identity. And then, has anything changed since then? That was the question this writer posed. Nothing has changed. We are still forging ahead, and we are being brought back. Now, the same north they are claiming is not even the north. You have the Fulanis from Daura, and you have the Middle Belt, which they claim to be north, to colonize them. Now, do you see how it came in? But this is the way they portrayed you. And there's a half. They have already dissected you. And what they are saying is what Britain presented to them. The same Britain. You see how their finger is in everything and every day of your life. You see how they control you. The only thing that will end this nonsense, for you to have your identity, for you to identify yourself, that name Nigeria must disappear. If Malaysia can change their name, if Ghana can change their, if many countries could, even Ivory Coast, if they can change their name, what is it wrong that Nigeria cannot accept who they are, identify who they are, and go? It's becoming very shameful and ridiculous. And when they say we have no brains, that there confirms it. And you're telling me, oh, it's indivisible. Why is it not divisible? We're not the same. Our tradition is different. Our language is different. Everything we do is different. Why are we the same? Why are we brothers and sisters, which we don't even know exist? We only say it. Practically, it does not exist. And we continue to hate, criticize, and murder ourselves for no reason, because Britain says so. You want to change your constitution, you go to London and tell them, I want to change my constitution. Why will they tell you how to change your constitution? Don't you have brain? Don't you have qualified politicians? Except those that are serious. Most of them are there to make money at your expense. They claim that they want to represent you. Are they representing you? The answer is no. Identity. You have lost your identity. You don't know who you are. I want us to go back and identify ourselves. Recognize who we are. and make sense of it. If we don't, we will continue to make a mess of ourselves. Your brothers are being killed, you're not talking. You keep quiet because you want to be like England. You quote everything the Americans do. You enjoy the environment, but you cannot make yourself feel comfortable in your own ancestral land. Rather, you run. This is autumn. This is autumn of Benue. I am introducing this today because I have been waiting for the right moment to put it, and this is the right moment. Listen to Benue Governor Autumn. This is not the first time they have threatened him. You remember when IGP told him, you are a drowning governor.
What happened?
Listen very carefully to what Autumn said. He said it for us to learn. He said it for us to understand. But we have the efulefus.
It's normal as a farmer, I usually go to my farm. So I went to my farm along Boko Road, and on our way back, we started hearing some gunshots. We discovered people who were dressed in black, and from our experience, it was very clear that these are Fulani militia men, bandits. And I do not want to take things for granted, because a few days ago, the media were awash with the communique or the statement from the Fulani Mayatiala, who met in Yola. That is where they met in 2006, and decided that they must take Nigeria as their country, and every other person living here must be slave. That was why they started infiltrating the entire country. And they came out with a statement. I was alarmed, singling me out as the only person who is creating problems for the entire Fulani race in this country. It was quite disturbing. And behind the scene, I also heard that in the meeting, I was targeted for elimination. This was the information I got, and they will go after me, whether in my home or in my farm or wherever they get me. And this is not the first time. I had intelligence before that these people said they were going to kill my security aides and then capture me alive and give me gradual killing. But like I always say, my life is in the hands of God. It's not in the hands of any Fulani man or anybody whatsoever. And I still remain firm. I will fight for truth, justice, equity, and fairness till when God permits that I should not be here again. Then I can go. But it's only God that can permit my existing on this earth. Not any Fulani man, I want to say it boldly. They have no right. They will continue to fail just like they did today. I appreciate the security personnel attached to me. They were able to repel them, and they could not have access to me.
This is what I'll be. Hold on, I don't know. I will discuss later. This is what I want you to listen to. He is a farmer. He is a governor. Now down to the Biafra land. How many of the governors are farmers? How many of the governors can go to their farm? Zero. Identity, our behavior. Do you see our lifestyle? And these are the same people that Britain will send their own leaders, convince them to kill their own children, and they will. Now, do you get what I'm saying? Yesterday in Omwaya, Abreban-Hafia area, you saw how Igbo policemen were butchered to death by the Fulanis. They wore whatever they want to wear and came and attacked the policemen. Or what were they trying to portray? That Biafrans did it. You have the unknown soldiers who kill civilians, who kill people at random, kidnap them. They are not known. And then you have the unknown gunmen. Nobody knows, but you have the Janjaweeds, you have the Jump Out Boys, you have the SARS, you have the Maiti Allah, you have the Fulani Hasmen, you have the bandits, and they are still unknown when crime is committed. What happens? The axis of evil governors, the axis of evil chiefs, thieves, ezes, igwes. Nobody says anything when unknown innocent people are killed. Why are they unknown? They are insignificant. They are miscreants. They are hoodlums. You see status. Do you see how it determines your life and your future? And at the same time, these same people will come to you and tell you, vote for me. They are preparing, making grounds to come and tell you to vote. And I see people, the same youth, the same hoodlums, the same miscreants, the same cultists they are branded, will go for them, work on their behalf, and put their posters up for election. Who are we? Why can't we think? The same youth, instead of them banding together to repel and drive away the Fulanis and shame the British agenda, no, the same learned youths that will have no job, that will after their graduation will go and drive keke napep and Okada. They are the same ones that will be recruited to go and fight their brothers, and they will oblige. This is why I rebuke them. This is why I am angry with them. We talk more than we reason. The mouths of our young men shoots faster than what comes from AK-47. Let me repeat what I said. The mouth of our young men speaks faster than what comes from AK-47. You are being killed. They besieged you in your land, in your home. instead of fighting back, you talk. Come and see what these people are doing to us every day. And our leader has given you the same people are saying, give us order. Now, you have been told to defend yourself. No, you still watch the Fulanis come and pursue your grandmother away from his house, from her house. And pursue your aged father away from his house. And pursue your mother. Catch up with her, rape her. Catch up with your wife, your daughter, rape them and kill them. And you are still talking. Shame. Shame on most of you. You have lost your sense of direction. If you remember, sometime last month when I started, I say I'll be two-faced sword. I cut both ways. Now, this is in comparison. I told you we'll compare and contrast. These people, the Oduduwas, they woke up. They were insulting us, telling us we just want Biafra, therefore one Nigeria. Now when they realized, after listening to our leader told you that Buhari is dead. It is only the Igbo people that are still doubting. It is the only Igbo people that will lay allegiance to Buhari before they do something. They don't even tell you that he's dead. It is only Igbo people that will doubt. I don't know, it's out of fear or what. And yet you are the target and you are the victim. Now compared to this, listen very carefully.
Afẹ́ bà Nàìjíríà jẹ́ àtọ́kọ́ afẹ́ pín Nàìjíríà ṣùgbọ́n bí tọ́mọ Yorùbá bá ń lọ làwọn ń lọ tó dáa kí tọ́mọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá táwọn olè Yorùbá bá sọ pé we are going if our elders tell us that we are going but as I'm talking now every bandit on Yoruba land we are in the camp now. We are waiting for you. We are in the camp. We are preparing down for you. We do not have AK-47. We believe in the ancestral power of our Oduduwa. We will crush you. We will crush you one after the other. Bring your AK-47. See, no AK here. Not you. Not you. All those AK now. Forget. See bush here. It's a neutral ground. You see neutral ground? You see neutral ground? Left and right. We are coming to Ogun State. All of you bandit Boro member will make sure want to see now for the land again. We ensure you cry inside your blood. These are your people's cutlass now. Now one by we got the collection of that bring and go bring and see. Plenty here. You not touch them. We are collecting what they have. By the time we strike, Buhari will open the mask and come and say, I am not your president.
They believe that Buhari is dead. Now they know Buhari is dead with the mask. It is only our Iflefus, the axis of evil governors. They are the ones that are proscribing you. They are the ones that are, every time our leader does something to make us free, they are the ones that will counter it. And our youths will listen to them. Now, I want the youth to think, those that run behind their governors, their chiefs, and their elders. You see, the Yorubas are gone. But check your own people. They are still betraying you. They are still selling you out, waiting for 2023 to be a president. Do you see our state of mind? Identity. Identification. Who are we? That is the question. And when is this nonsense going to end? When is it going to end? We need money for the ESN. Let me run up this reminders. Then when I'm done, I will open the phone line. It's very painful. It's very painful indeed that we are in this mess and we still think it is a joke. We still think it is a joke. It is not a joke. For the international donors, you donate your money to indigenous people of Biafra Patriots Inc. The account number is 669-680-115. The SWIFT code is CHASUS33, CHASUS 33. Bank name is JP Morgan Chase. This is for those donating for ESN. International donors. For those in diaspora, US area, the account name is Indigenous People of Biafra Patriots Inc. The routing number is 044, and then you have 4037. 044 plus 4037. The account number is 669-680-115. Sale, that's for those paying electronically. Ipob USA NA. Ipob USA NA at yahoo.com. Ipob Osana at yahoo.com. This is for those in diaspora. For any other donor or donors, you go to www.ipobinusa.org/donate. And our Japanese have come up with their own.
When we stand on the zenith of the mountains of our boundaries and look, we see a vast land having the best horizon on earth, the best waters, the best climate, glorious mountains, fertile lands, rivers and springs of life, all from the east, the Biafra land. There is no doubt about it when we hear the spirit of our ancestors say, this is where life began, and whoever that possesses this land and its waters possesses life and its origin. It is our land, the Biafra land. It belongs to us, all of us, but they want to take it away from us. Our ancestral heritage, but that will never happen. only get weak when we lack the support of our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, fathers, wives and husbands, who should always be our backbones. Without food, ESN cannot endure the pains and will. When we stand,
Sorry, that has developed a problem, and I will skip it. This is for fundraising on Saturday. I will still play it tomorrow. I think it's developed problem. I'm sorry. It's one of those things, technical issues we run into sometime when we broadcast. And your land, somebody will come to take it away from you, and you're watching, you're looking as if you don't know what is happening to you. You have to protect your land. Nobody else will. There are people that have interest, stakeholders. When you hear stakeholders, you don't know who they are. They are those that want you see, we must be very vigilant. We must be very strong, and we must stand with our leader. We must stand with our leader. Nobody else. He is the one leading us, and we are following. If he can turn down everything thrown at him just for your sake, I don't know why you will not pay attention. Now, there will be a Zoom fundraising for ESN in the Netherlands, and on the 24th of March 2021, and the time for this event is 5 p.m. You can as well make your donation online with these account details. Virgin Indigenous People of Biafra in the Netherlands, account number is NL73-INGB. The account INGB 000664233. For further information, call +31 68787 1529 or +31 61 000383. I beg your pardon. I'll give that number again. +316 1666383. And the other one is +316 4088 0416. And the last number is +1 644 7190. That is for those from the Netherlands. I'll open the phone line. The call number is +1 484 767 0848 +1 484 767 0848. That is call number for those that have something to say and those that want to bringing updates with regard to what is happening in our land. Anambra in particular, where you have Obiano and his crooks. They are killing our people. And all those that are supporting them, the youths, you have to understand and determine where you want to go. I have shown you the both sides. Those of the Duduas, your same youths that want to be saved, they want a brighter future than you that are being chased around by the Fulanis. You will pay for it very dearly. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yes. Mazi Alozie, can you hear me, sir?
We are listening to you. Go ahead.
Okay. Mazi Alozie, to tukwu okike abịama. Chimara mma aha ya ama ụmụ Biafra. Udo ya na nchekwa ya bụ ụba n'ime ndụ gị, jisie ike ebe ọ bụkekwala n'azụ. Onye a jụrụ aja anụ da ajụ ome, jisie ike ebe Mazi Alozie. Biafra all over the world. May the peace of the Almighty support the God that created the heaven and earth. May his peace dwell upon us everywhere he has scattered us. He is the one that scattered us, and he is the one that is gathering us to bring us back to our father's land. Where he is in our hands. The candidate that you seek, that's what to find out the no come, but over land and cannot. Let's get over Nile. They got a prison 2 years. Nne na nna anyị ka anyị niile nwere onwe anyị dede hara o dede amụ ọkachikwa ejikọ ha asọmụ ụmụ ọwụrụ province Biafra land and calling from our back province Biafra land. Nobody will take it away from us. We are formidable. We are not to be formidable. We are formidable. America is there. Japan is there. China is there. Britain is there. Fulani, Yoruba, Hausa, if you know where God of heaven and earth gave you people to stay, go there and stay and live our land for us. We are not looking for any trouble. Because for every checkpoint here in Biafra to package. And it was the fulfilled. But the fifth, the enough, the country today. Because you people will not tell us that all possible will be taken. You people don't know what to come to you people. Psalm 23, from verse 1 to end. You see verse 4, verse 5, and verse 6. You see this particular land. The only land that turn into one guy who not attack and fire three, then there's the them. What about I get up my house? I don't go with the I want to but I get one. Ezekiel chapter 38, from verse 1 to end. You see verse 7, from verse 15 to verse 23. Very, very important. Do you see Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 1 to end? Do you see verse 3, verse 4, verse 7, verse 11, and the verse from verse 25 to 29? Very, very important. And Ezekiel chapter 40, from verse 1 to end. But do you see verse 4? Very, very important. Oh, you are today. We are coming back home and to build our land. You never know what kind of all that. Oh, you have to do the second road to walk on. Get in that. Oh, now go break it up. Yeah. More than we have got an hour. Most of us know the people don't have more.
Thank you, Mazi. We have a call. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Very good evening from WhatsApp Poland. I remember okay for the okay. Mazi, please, we have our reporter from Omambra, where we call Anambra. I don't know if he could hear me. Sir, can you hear me from Omambra? Reporter from Omambra, can you hear me, Anambra? Mazi, okay, can you hear me from Anambra? Shit. Mazi, okay, are you there? Our reporter, are you there from Anambra?
Maybe he has a connection problem, and when you get him, you.
Oh, but I don't know. Our reporter, can you hear us? we are speaking to you. Go, you're on the radio, but you're not, please. Give us
I can hear you loud and clear.
The platform is yours. Just give us an update there, please. Go on.
Okay, good day, Biafrans. This is Mazi Chukuma reporting live from Omambla region of Biafra. And currently, today, lot of citizens got in another state by the men in military uniform, the Nigerian naval officers, police, and the Nigerian soldiers. In we have about arrested and them too. Hello, can you hear me?
Mazi, go on, you're bleaching. Please stay in the river so you can give this report. Your network is too bad. Go on. Could you repeat, please, and be fast? Mazi, I don't think you can tell. The network is too bad.
Give him time and let him reconnect. Let him hang up and reconnect. And then.
Likewise, in Oga Junction by up there, where they are this morning, and in Nene also have another roadblock. Why?
Can you start afresh? Please, can you start where you were blinking? Please, can you start afresh? Because your report, we couldn't get anything.
The people who know the reason the roadblock have been informed the roadblocks to checkmate. We have a okay. I continue.
Okay, I think I will advise you to get the information from him instead of coming directly on the air.
Where the soldiers are flogging people and they all around.
Okay, this is not appropriate because it's just not happening. Get the report from him. Let him feed you with the information. Then you call us and tell us what he told you. I will accept that. He let him give you the. Okay, are you listening to me? Okay, are you hearing me? We've lost connection. Yeah, we've lost a connection. Okay, if you're hearing the radio, connect with your Anambra reporter, and then get the information from him. Then you call us back and then give us the report as per what he told you. So the world will hear. They are back. Terrorizing people. And when our leaders say it, you have people trying to tell you they are forming flouting security. The same Anambra. Now what will the Igwes and the Obis go and tell those flogging innocent citizens? Igwe, what if it's your daughter that is being flogged? What will you say? We do not think. We walk against ourselves very shamelessly. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. I would prefer you giving live report as to what he said, because if the voice note is disturbed, we still have run into the same problem, as I can tell you. But apart from that, I'll still take other calls. +1 484 767 0848. The ESN fund is, now you see why we need it. those bodies that are supposed to count, those Igbo bodies that are supposed to be seen, heard, and play prominent role are nowhere to be found. Most of them are lacking. You can't find them. Are they not Igbos? Or are they pious? Are they princes? Are they the Godwins and the Godfreys? Loss of identity cuts across the board. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Sugo, and I'm calling from Enugu Province this afternoon. To say something. See, the governor of Benue State, I guess he owns the voice you played. And I want to pick something on his wall. And I just really want to encourage him. By what he said, I quote him, he will stand firm on the side of the truth. And I want to let him to know that if he stands firm on the side of the truth, there is nothing that man can do him. So I am using this opportunity to tell him, not tomorrow he will change, start backing evil people because of the threatening from the pit of hell. Those that found pleasure in the killings of innocent people for decades of years, and they think it is their right to continue to slash people's life out of them. But not knowing that what goes up surely must come down. Not knowing that whatever you sow in this life, definitely you must reap it. The activities of Fulani in all the corners of the zoo, down to our land, Biafran land, to take another man's land that doesn't belong to them, can never stand. Because that is not the will of the Almighty God. That is not the will of Chukwukikabiyama. That is the reason why the Almighty God is raising people different corners of the zoo. Set by our leader, Mazi Alozie. He was the one that motivated everyone. The mighty hand of Chukwukikabiyama. Push him. Chukwukikabiyama used him to motivate everywhere that people that love the truth to stand up and condemn evil. Call a spade. I am using this opportunity to tell that governor that he sounds so good. And if he stands on the side of the truth, it simply means that he is standing on the side of God. The Almighty God will continue to give him protection by the security outfit which he is seeing. I see. That is how it is work. So I'm saying all the evil people in our land who is working alongside with evil ones away another man's land, he will die. Like that useless will be for Anambra, what they call him. He's supposed to be somebody that's supposed to care for his people. But very sad indeed that the king that we are having in our land this time around, except some few of them, except like our father, Israel Okukalo, a decent family that give birth, a savior of our own time, that made up a very wonderful legacy for others to follow. What you see our leader Mazi Alozie doing today, a particular woman confessed to me that that family are meant to care for innocent people. He said, I was told this when I visited our leader's house for a particular mission. People give testimony about that family, about the king, and that is how it's supposed to be. If you are a king, if you don't know your work, go and make a research. Once you start going against people that the Almighty God entrusted in your hand for you to care for them, you will die. Chukwukikabiyama will strike you because all you kings, all you governors, all you senators, all you evil representatives in this world, let me tell you, if you don't know, get to know this. There is king in heaven. There is a God that created heaven and earth. He has rules and regulations. If you are a king and you think that people will worship you, you think that you will do the work of devil and you go scot-free. Never. You can never. If you found yourself in the position of leadership, don't return it to rulership. Better do the right thing because there is eyes watching you all over the whole world. Whatever you do, there is somebody that you must give account and you are not seeing that person. So I'm saying this, that if you continue to engage yourself in activities of killing your people so as to even want to take away our land, you will not succeed. This generation is hot for all of you. Are here to condemn evil, and we must stand firm until evil will be limited and vanish in our land. We won't condemn evil in our land. And if you are an evil person, you better repent because your head will go into it. Mazi, I want to use this opportunity to thank our leader, Mazi Alozie, and every one of you that continue to follow him and stand firm on the side of the truth. Just like that governor said, yes, the indigenous people of Biafra, we are here to stand firm on the side of the truth, and we must remain resolute. Mazi, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Hugo. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Okay, I don't know if you have the update ready. I'm waiting because I'm very anxious to let the people know what is happening over there. So if you do have the update, you pass it on to us and let us know. Otherwise, the phone line is open. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. And you had the conflict in Ahafia Briba area where the Fulani herdsmen killed those Biafran policemen. And then you have the soldiers parading everywhere. And looking at the handiwork, it is that of the Fulanis. See how they butchered those men. And after butchering them, they left them there in the pool of blood. In their pool of blood. And you see the machetes recovered by the Yorubas, Oduduwas, you see how big it is. It is what the Fulanis use. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Good morning, Mazi Alozie.
Good morning, welcome.
Very well. My name is Suku Emmanuel. I'm a native of Ishiago, Ebonyi State, Biafra land. I did you want more, Mazi Alozie. Every day when I listen to your program, I hear tears for Igboris. All these things have been happening, getting to 70 years. And we are lucky to have somebody like our leader Namzekano, who set up this radio to make people hear what is coming. And every day, this information has been spreading to every corner of the whole world. And today, somebody as Igbo man is against himself. You are in overseas, America, Russia, and all of them, and you have seen the trouble that is coming. You have understand that you run away from Nigeria because of the evil government in Nigeria. And you are against somebody who have laid his life for you, Igbo man. Your name is sorry. Ndị Igbo kwuru onwe egwu akọrọ sị eliwe ụzọ liwe ehi onye nzuzu akpụrụ ehi na ehi wee rie ya ericha ya mana ụzọ agawa na ụzọ a na-echi echi ihe a wee ilu ụka ndị mara ihe a m kwuru ugbu a mmadụ ole ga-asị Fulani, how many people we told Fulani go to hellfire with your money? Fulani, go to hellfire with your money. I will stand for the truth. I will join IPOB. I will join Nnamdi Kanu to liberate myself, my children, and unborn generation from the evil country they call Nigeria. If you listen to Autumn, the statement that man made, you weep and you cry for any human being inside that place called Nigeria that is talking about Nigeria anymore. Nigeria is given by British to Fulani. And all these things that is happening is British that is doing it to make sure that that place remain dark ages forever. It is left for you all now to fight, not for you, not for only you, for your unborn generation. Because the trouble that is going to come to Nigeria is still on the way. It's just coming. It's just a second. The hard time are coming. The Fulani have equipped themselves to take Nigeria. And all the Fulani in Anambra, they are dancing, talking about election. Why the hellfire is coming to burn them down. They don't know that the hellfire is on the way to burn all of them to destroy all of them. Because of money. What are you going to do with money? What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Evil man. What are you going to do with money? How many years are you going to stay here? You die. The evil you created will remain forever. Not specifically when we take it. We are suffering now. All of them, we are suffering.
Mazi will.
And today, somebody still talking about Nigeria.
We'll cut off from
Your
here.
name is sorry, and will remain so.
Let's join OK.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's join.
Biafra.
I'll help Biafra. Let's join OK and see what he has for us. See what he has for us. OK, we are waiting. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I remember. The report too much from what he's trying to tell me. Yeah, he is telling us that in Okozo Junction there are 3 healers loaded vans arresting our youth, and they are discharging every vehicle that they are going there. They take people to unknown destinations, and at Neni too, the same thing is happening at Neni. They stop every car or bus or vehicle, and they will offload every passenger there, and they are taking the youth to unknown destination. And in Oga Junction, we still have the same report. It's the same thing. There is a military checkpoint there, so police. The checkpoint, they are arresting our people. They are taking them to unknown destination. Everybody must come down. This is what is happening in Oga Junction too. Every vehicle, they must come down and they take them to unknown destination. What they're saying now, that Oga Junction is becoming the most deadliest trap in Biafra land. Any vehicle or persons that are passed there by night, you cannot see that person again. Even as they report now, there was a vehicle last night that passed there, they couldn't get the vehicle up till now. They are looking for the vehicle and they are looking for the passenger, you can't get them. The same thing is happening at Atani by Odebe Road Junction. The same checkpoint, they're intimidating our people, rolling them and for jumping them on the mud. And they're taking all of them. The same Atani by St. Gregory Parish. The same thing is happening there. They will abduct our people. They will take them to unknown destination. And as Sabahead Bridge is becoming another area, according to him, they will discharge every passenger. You must come down. Once you come down, if you make any noise or you talk, they will arrest you. But the worst thing of it is that when they see you are body built, our boys, or you have a dreadlock, you are gone. They must take you. Nobody will see you again. But what bread the camera say now is this. They will be of honor. These people, he floated his security, and he asked them to checkmate every police, that they are guiding every police checkpoint in Biafra land. And not only that, we authoritatively informed that herdsmen destroyed at Iyabo Odebe in Onitsha. They went to farm, destroyed everything there in that farm, and at night, the Obi Onitsha is housing all of them. They sleep in his palace. These Fulanis. This is where he stopped before the line start getting bad. Mas, you can see the reason why this Obi of Onitsha, with for them and their group, what they are doing now. Mas, you can see the reason why we have too much cultism now, especially in Ihiala, local government of Omombra, Anambra State. In Okoja, you can see how a fellow Biafra will cut his brother. I think you must have seen that video. Now, that place is no Ogo area, Mazi. The cultism in Biafra land, this area, especially in this area, Ihiala local government, you remember what happened sometime last year in Oba. But by grace of Chuko Kabiama, Onyendu did what he knows how to do best. And that place become calm. So, Obi of Onitsha is doing a lot. I think this is the worst of it. That you are harassing Fulani herdsmen, destroy our farms. After doing that, you bring them to your palace, they sleep there, and you ask them, you form your security outfit to guide every checkpoint. Mazi, this is all we can say for now. I think we can digest it, and I'm sure the leadership, everybody is hearing. The atrocities of Obi of Onitsha, coupled with Uchemefo, who they are working together with, and he knows everything. Mas, I have to leave here so that people can come in. I don't know if you have any other thing.
Yes, but are these people the ones that Obi of Onitsha is floating, or are these the Janjaweeds that are managing the checkpoint?
The report said this is the Obi Onitsha, the one he floated. He had them to guide every checkpoint. And at the end of the day, the same people went and destroyed farms in Onitsha. That's Omombra. And at the end of the day, tonight, he will bring them to his house. Then he is housing them in his house, authoritatively. So, Mazi, so that is that.
I don't think from his speech and the people manning the checkpoints, I don't think he can float security men that quickly, unless it is the Janjaweeds that he is assuming. He is telling people that they are his security men. These are Nigerian Fulani soldiers that he put up there to call them his security men. So our people must be tight. Our people must keep an eye to ensure that this thing is stopped as quickly as possible, because they are involved in kidnapping. What they have engaged in the activities is kidnapping, nothing more, nothing less. If these people are not his security men, has he condemned the activities of these men? No, for the fact that he knows that that's what they are coming to do. I think they informed him, and they made him assume the responsibility that they are his security men. I think that's what they want him to say. So these are Fulani soldiers, you know.
Yeah, Fulani soldiers.
Yes, so he
Fulani,
yes. So B of Onitsha is floating them as his own security men, which is a lie, as a cover-up When other governors are serving their people, our own people are selling their own people. That goes back to what I just said on opening of my broadcast. We have identity problem, and it goes deep. And that is why we are the way we are. Thank you, Kefor, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you see? I didn't know this before I say what I said. These are our people. They don't have the mouth. They don't have the guts to talk. The Fulanis tell them what they want to say. And they'll say it without blinking, without any hesitation, without saying, I am not going to do it. And they will comfortably come and say it, spread the message of death, message of doom. So the Biafra is enjoying how his own people are being tormented. Biafrans. We are better than what we are portraying in the eyes of the world. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Alozie, Mazi, good morning. My name is Mazi, my man, Nejeka. I am the national PRO of Ipob here in the United States. I reside here in Washington, D.C. I am from Amibo. Amibo in Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger. And Amibo is the home of King Jaja of Ipob. Mazi, thank you for all you do for Biafra. It's not easy to wake up every morning to come and speak in the radio. When you have other responsibility. But because of the love you have for Biafra, that's why you do it. I thank God Almighty again who, brought Mazi Nnamdi at this particular time. Mazi, I was listening to Odumegwu Chukwu. His statement, the interview they carried out, before he died. And where Ojukwu was saying specifically everything that Ojukwu said is just a reflect of what is going on today. He said that Nigeria was not a nation. Nigeria was not created to be a nation. Nigeria was packaged by the British and gave over to the Fulanis. That there is nothing good that will come out of Nigeria. So now you see, as this time, how all the boys, all the youths in that Nigeria are suffering. Especially the youth of the Biafrans, youth of Ududuwas, all the youth, there is no life for them. There is no job. Somebody will finish school and then there is no job to show for it. I have a relative of mine who called me and was telling me that he is, as it is now, he is homeless because he don't know what to do. There is no job, there is nothing he can do, that he is thinking about committing suicide. This is what a young man that graduated from university did accounting. This is what he told me. So, and this is something that is happening to all the boys, all the men and women in that Biafra land. The frustration, it is just like a gas cooker that can explode at any time. And when children are injured, no job, nothing, frustrated, and upon that you are intimidating them, you are haunting them every day. They cannot go out and then have a peace of mind. They don't know if they are thinking about their life. They don't see anything, any way out of their life. The frustration, the depression, the suicidal tendency that these children are thinking about because they don't know, they don't have any future. Upon that, these politicians, these elders are still intimidating. The military are killing them, the police are killing them. So that is the way it is. I'm telling you, there's nobody in this life that will go through what all these youths are going through that will not kill themselves. So it is an atrocity, it is an abomination. For all the people that think that it is business as usual, believe me, I mean, we have gone beyond anything now, and there is nothing. They are just as somebody that is dead. They are dead already. So there is nothing they can do now, but everybody have to defend themselves. Either if you don't defend yourself, you are dead. If you say you are a good man, you are dead. You must, definitely the only thing you can do is to defend yourself and do whatever you have to do. And this is the reason why I thank God Almighty for this spirit of vengeance, the spirit of the dead, the people that are avenging for the dead people, that they call them unknown gunmen. But to me, I call them the avenging spirits. That is what I call them. I thank God for them. And then I thank God Almighty for the ESN that was formed. Now, everybody, the gun is in the hand of the people. The gun is in the hand of the people who are very suicidal. People who are very, very suicidal, and this is the people that have gun in their hand. The frustrated youth that don't have any employment. Thank God Almighty. They're going to be visited one at a time. Everybody, believe me, they must surely give an account of the custody that was given to them. That is the weight of the Nigeria that was given to them. All these politicians, they are not going to be alive to enjoy it. That is an assurance. From the OBO to anybody. Let the police, let them bring it on. Let the military, let them bring it on. They are dealing with the frustrated, unemployed, hopeless youth. That is the people that they are dealing with. These are the youth that have been marginalized. There is nothing that has not been done against this youth. Go and check other countries and see the future of every country is the youth. But they think that it is by intimidation. Let the Fulanis are coming. But believe me, we are going to meet them head on. So what I'm begging our people and what I'm saying is that if you have your money, if you have anything, please, you have to invest in the ESN. And they have to invest in the spirit of the vengeance. The spirit of the vengeance, the one that avenged the dead, our brothers that we are killed at Mbo, the people that are avenging the 5.5 million children that we are intentionally starved. These are the spirit that are avenging them. This is the people that you have to pray for. Pray for those spirits so that they will continue to avenge the life of those people. Those your fathers, your mothers, the widows, the orphans. This is the spirit that is avenging. So I am begging you, please, no matter how little it is, if we have it, just try. Do the best you can do. Please, just invest in this ESN because this is our security. Nigeria is not going anywhere. Ojukwu said it that there is nothing like a nation. So you better know it now that it is not something that started now. This is something that has been going on and it will continue like this because there is no future in that country called Nigeria. Either you defend yourself or you're gone. So we can defend ourselves and we thank God that we have this, our security. And this is the security of the people, by the people and for the people. And that is the selfless people who are helping us. So what we are doing now is just to please dip your hand. If you want to do this, I will urge you to go to our website. And that website is www.ipobinusa.org/donate. www.ipobinusa.org/donate. So if you go to this website, you just click there and then it will open up. It will say, how much do you want to donate? Then you click there. It is very simple. It's not complicated unless if you have made up your mind that you don't want to do. Either you are following to fight this war or you use your money to fight it. That is the thing. And any money that you put in there is just a sacrifice that you are giving for the people that are dead, because you never know if it can be you tomorrow or if it can be your relative. So www.ipobinusa.org. If you want to make donation to Biafra, you have to go to www.ipobinusa.org. If you want to make donation to ESN, you have to go to www.ipobinusa.org. If you want to say thank you to Nnamdi Kanu, you have to go to www.ipobinusa.org/donate. www.ipobinusa.org/donate. Mazi, thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. The call number is +1 484 767 0848 +1 484 767 0848. We see the activities of these men, Fulani herdsmen. They are not more populous than us. We are. They are not stronger than us. We are. Those that in the military, if they can learn from what happened to those men, those policemen, they singled out the Biafran policemen, set them up to be murdered. and they were murdered. I'm waiting for the governor to condemn the activities of the Fulani herdsmen. I'm waiting. I'm still to hear what they will say. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Mazi Alozie, good morning.
Welcome, good morning. Your name and where are you calling
from? My name is Dan Okab. I'm calling from Boston. I'm not happy at all. My mind is so embittered from what I'm hearing. On the other hand, I think we need something like this. Maybe that will wake people up, because I'm sick and tired of a community that is so relaxed and nonchalant about what is going on. You know, look at the Yoruba people you played their clips. Imagine them. Imagine what they did. That was the gold, illegal gold mining. They went and chased everybody out there and took over it. You know, in their land. And we have our boys who are doing nothing, just crying. The idea of somebody who's frustrated, becoming suicidal is just a defeatist application to solving as a solution to what is going on. You don't kill yourself. When you kill yourself, you die for nothing. You know, it's stupidity for someone to even contemplate that the best thing to do, because you are frustrated with the system, to go and kill yourself. When you have remedy, you have people who are fighting to change this. You can start a movement. You can organize yourself and say enough of this. Start demonstrating. Do something. Join an existing movement to change the situation. Not killing yourself is the most cowardice anything anybody can do. So I don't buy into that idea. Another thing I have to say is this. You know, several times we talked about this people reporting from our motherland, and I remember last time we spoke about it. There was a suggestion that if possible they should be given money to call directly instead of using the WhatsApp line that constantly having problem with the connection. You know, but we say something and nobody carries it out. But I'm glad that you provided the best and alternative solution to that. That is, give all information to foreign. Let him come and tell us, you know, all these things. The most important thing is to understand what is going on, not necessarily somebody reporting and not paying attention. It's listening to with a different device that is late, and in the process, it doesn't get what we're saying to him or when you're talking to him. So it makes no absolute sense. We are here for perfection. We should do things like the proper way and learn from our mistakes. We can't keep repeating the same mistake over and over. The other thing I have to say is this. There's one thing that Governor Otom said. I don't know if anybody caught it. He said the FUNA, which is the Fulani nationalistic movement, said that Governor Otom is the only person in the contraption called Nigeria that is giving them trouble. What does that tell you? Every other elected person are not doing anything to stop them other than Governor Otom. That's what it means. That's why they're going after him. Look at our own governors. If these points are not good for them, why don't you just move them? After all, they do not exist in other part of the country. Why don't you just remove them? How many criminals are taking points? The money they let criminals pass through. They let him pass through. They won't even search you. Criminals are known to be passing through. A man was kidnapped and he said he was in the trunk, and you can tell when they were passing through police checkpoints. They never caught them. When that man was finally released, he was saying this. So, my brother, the point is this: instead of our leaders to think twice before calling the army, is not with your people. They will kill them time and time again. The type of high-handedness, the way they manufacture people, somebody be kidnapped by a man on the street. And innocent people. You ask them to come down. Automatically, you label them criminals without any type of jurisdiction, nothing. By the court of law, nothing. You just decide. You all come down. You are ready. You pick and choose young men. The people with that age fighting left. You just commandeer them, put them in a vehicle, parents knowing, without them making phone calls to their parents or to their guardians, telling them this is what is happening to me. Just like that, he vanishes from the middle of the night or middle of the road. Somebody going to work, somebody going to his business. And we are watching these things happening. Constantly that abuse us. Anytime they call the army, our people know that. It's an opportunity for them to abuse us. And you know the majority of them in the east are Fulanis. Boko Haram. That are so-called repentant Boko Haram that are put in the army, sent to the east for the sole purpose of doing all kinds of bad things to young people. And constantly you keep calling them. The governors will call them. Anytime they have problems, call them. Why don't you just remove the checkpoints? And all this nonsense will stop. You are creating more problems for yourselves. But I know that one day, these people that are so dumb, docile, they don't care. Because all they care about, they wake up every morning, they rush, buying and selling. Even when their house is on fire. They don't listen to what is going on. They don't have time to listen to Radio Biafra or go to the spend some money, buy airtime, and listen to what is going on. They will never do it. They rather at the evening, the minute they finish their evening business, they'll end up in bars and hotels, drinking and eating, and that's all they do. Next day again, they go after their business. Repeating the same thing over and over without even minding what is happening in your land. We who are over here know a lot what is going on in that country than people who live there. I call home all the time. When I send them certain clips, they're all like, are you sure these things are happening here? I say, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What do you see there? Statements being made by people who are in Nigeria. Oh, Tom, a home governor, a Fulani nationalist movement saying yes. I don't know if you've seen that movie. I got a video too. They said yes, that he was lucky that he got away. Imagine that they will give him a slow killing. A whole governor of a state, just because he's voicing the injustice that is elected on his own people. That's all. And who is arresting these Fulham? Who is arresting them? And you have governors in the east going around arresting their own people. It will not go well with them. They better wake up. Because I'm sure that one day these boys will say enough is enough. This abuse, if what I'm hearing is happening, you put checkpoints and you keep grabbing them, taking them away without anybody knowing about where they're going. Imagine the fear in some of these boys' eyes. Men with weapons, commandeering you, forcing you into another vehicle and taking you away. Probably they're heading again to the north. My brother, I'll just stop right here because I'm so mad. What I'm hearing is so I can't tell. And for your view of politics, if he has his hand in that, if he hasn't hand in that, then he will have to answer. Let all the family people, anybody that is missing these children, go to Obion and tell him, you know where my child is, I want my child back. To give me my child. I haven't seen my child. You know where to go. Go to Obion and tell him to give you your children. That's all I can say for now, my brother.
Thank you, Ben. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Mazi, good day, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Your brother Chidera Kune from South Africa. Mazi Alozie. all those years that our leader is teaching, is he actually talking to those people at home, or is he talking to only us in diaspora? Obibo happened, everybody saw what happened in Obibo. The same abduction, killing. The same thing happened in Olo. The same abduction, killing. Now, you remember Kule and Adamu say when they finish dealing with the Igbos, they will be irrelevant, even business-wise. Now, they're going state by state. I heard somebody before say that these people, after Imo State, it will be Anambra and Ebonyi State. It seems like this is a very calculative move these people are making. Why is it difficult for people to home to do protest? Why are you sitting down, army from nowhere, come down and start picking boys, left, front, and back? And nobody's, not even our women, is coming to protest. What is actually wrong? Over 12 years of the Kano's preaching, every day, this Nigerian army come to do as they like and they go back. You are looking for ESN as the Sahara reporter are reporting. You are looking for ESN and unknown gunmen, and they are staying in the head bridge. Have anybody reported to this Nigerian army that the ESN are blocking head bridge? Have anybody reported anywhere, even the blind? Have they told them that unknown gunmen are blocking the head bridge? Have ever one day called them, say, oh, ESN or unknown gunmen have kidnapped so person and they're demanding for ransom? People that is sitting in the bush, that is ESN. Our leader have made it clear. They are not even, he wrote on his Twitter account now. He came for explaining it better. It is not for war. People is looking for is the terrorists that are refusing our mothers and our fathers to go and farm. Those who have taught our sister to sex slaves by force, which is they know what rape represents in the world. Only the Fulanis do it and go free. People cannot, okay, they kidnap one, they kidnap two. I never heard of anybody protesting in Obibo. What all happened in Obibo? Not even a single group came out to protest. No single person have ever protested in Imo. That means including the indigenous are buying to what is going on with them. Why is it difficult? Why is it so easy for them to just land and started doing kidnapping people? Taking, is it that these 50-something women they carry from Obibo to are they not coming from home? Entire village, no women can gather to, even if it's 10, to carry placard and say, hey, this thing is not good, or will not agree again. Everybody will just quiet. Media cannot report what they're not seeing. Everybody go. All of them have been intimidated completely. You people are talking of autumn. Autumn is also the problem. How can autumn attack run 1.5 kilometers in the bush, save his life? The same man come to write to Buhari. What is it? People they don't have sense. How can you come? Okay, you say you thank Buhari for ordering shoot aside. How many did the army they shoot aside? Autumn got number of IG. He got the odd numbers he can think of. Did he call for backup? Those people have been arrested. Tomorrow night you see they have been arrested. Two have been in question for you. The Fulani that are claiming that they did it, they even threatened, writing open letter, telling them yes, we are the one. Are they not having a leader? Imagine if Nnamdi Kanu is sitting in Umaya now, and ESN, that is, you know that he is the commander of ESN, went to attack Obiano, and Nnamdi is eating pap now in his office in Umaya. Do you think that will be possible? But the media president is invited by Channel TV to make statement, threaten the whole sitting governor, and the same governor will come up and write a letter. He's writing to the same Buhari in Abuja. And what do you think that man will do for him? Media is the president. They are the owner of Nigeria, as they say. What is wrong with our people? Country people protest for God's sake. Onitsha to come out. If what do you call this man? Called himself Obi of Onitsha. If he's the one that are with the people, we will know when people come out to protest. If against people, then let's see. They have been shooting for many years now. Nobody do anything. Let's see how they shoot again. But instead of people to come out to protest, everybody quiet, including the one that taking their cultic people, the Rastas, the rugged people in Onitsha. All of you just quiet. Imagine if Mpo and the rest of them close down or change the market, the rest of them say, no, enough is enough. Everybody come to the street. And you think the army will stay there? But when they're picking you one by one, and now warning you don't come out at night, you 8 o'clock to go home. The idiotic people will go home. This is not started today. This is since 1960 something. Igbos have been dying in hand of Fulani each and every time. Don't come by 8 o'clock. Don't come by 9 o'clock. How long will this continue? Only in Namdi, the 7 Namudi must be killed. Uchemefo, can anybody tell me how many times the BBC have granted interview to Uchemefo before he left IPOB? But all of a sudden, within a week, BBC have granted to do interview with Uchemefo. When Uchemefo would with us, is BBC granted interview to him? The same people are calling BBC, and we are sitting quiet. We suffer here. Do whatever we do. Send money to you people. You useless and you mislead the money anyhow. If you call somebody, this is what is a grant, and what do you want us to do? Should all of us now come home? When we come home, the same spirit that is there will hold all of us. Because before somebody have to lead. If you cannot be in front, how do I follow you? If I go in front, you do not follow me. Meaning all of us are lazy. What is actually going on? I just hope tomorrow our leader is coming on the air and he must put end to this. Or the people should take up. These people used to wake up and say, I'm in this country. You can't do rubbish. People in 2 minutes protest everywhere. You can't just pull a human being. You can't be arresting somebody's child in the name of anything. And even if the government order, that government must get approval. Explain in national television. Somebody is claiming the commander-in-chief of army staff. You never heard from him for 1 day. How did he give order? Do you judge army now and say that they're coming for Sunday Igbo? Why don't you go for Mieti Allah prison that are threatening people everywhere? Igbo have not shoot anybody. He said, leave our land alone. The same thing our leader. But what you do, you're like, what did the show already do? What they arrested and locking for 1 year? Only protest. Somebody threatening a sitting governor and everybody is keeping quiet. And this judge in Benue is writing to Buhari. God bless you, Mazi Alozie.
Thank you. Thank you. Some understand exactly what I'm saying. Some do. Yes, Mazi, go ahead and finish what you were saying before I cut you off. Go ahead. Mazi Chukwu Emmanuel, go ahead and finish what you were saying. Are you still there? The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. You see, when I said we have to examine ourselves, detailed examination, we don't have an identity, we've lost it. We don't know who we are. We're just beating about around the bush. That's all we're doing. How can somebody continue to watch? You've been arrested, you've been jumped and made to do frog jump. And this is your army. And you say you have your brothers in the same army, watching their own people being mistreated, and they still belong to the army, with no commander, with no head of state. Something is amiss. Something is wrong. Who is leading who, and who is killing who? Are you arresting those innocent people that they did what? Because they were going from point A to point B. So you don't want them to move around. You don't want them moving around. You want them to be still. Stay, don't go anywhere. But your own killers, rapists will be everywhere. And they'll have free passage. And the country belongs to them. And you are still being just confused, talking about one Nigeria. And they are telling you it does not belong to you. As a matter of fact, we want your land. These are people from the Sahel. How in the world can you watch such things happen? How? Our men just men for mouth. Can't you stand and say no? It will not happen. And all we do is watch. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Good afternoon.
Good Good morning from here.
Yeah, I thank you for your good work. I just want to add my voice to what is going on in our land. You see, we have taken more than we have endured what more than any other person on earth can endure. When people hear about the Soviet Union and how it break up, and what triggers the breakup of Soviet Union, it is just a common thing as selection of basketballers. Basketballers is what destroyed the Soviet Union, and Lithuania was the first country to break away from Soviet Union, simply because when they played qualifying series with Lithuanian indigenes, when they want to go to World Cup, they will select Russian people, indigenous people, and abandon the other one, all in the name of Russian Federation. So this guy said that it's not going to continue. Not to talk about when they are suffering our people, left and right, somebody who calls himself a custodian of the land, in the person of Achebe of Onitsha, is supporting the Fulani, who is an immigrant. That's what is paining me most. Fulani is an immigrant to the so-called contraction called Nigeria. That's what is paining me most. When I look at it and say, how on earth is possible for all of us to be so quiet and an immigrant who has no stand, no motherland here, no fatherland here, no ancestral land here, will be lording it over us after the British people? How long are we going to continue this? That OD of Onika must go. Every person that has hand in the killing of our people, abduction, must go. They have overstayed in this earth. It's time for them to go. So anybody siding them must also follow. I want to use the women of my community, who they call the Ekenato women. Ekenato, when Ekenato doing something, it doesn't matter who you are, be you chief or be you Igwe. If you side anybody that is doing wrong in their group, they will even punish you more than the person who committed the crime in the first place. So it's the same attitude we have to use to deal with everybody that is making sure that our people that will not have any future. They're scattered us all over the world, and they're sitting there. An immigrant will be ordering the left, right, and center. Go and kill our people. They woke up and go and kill. 1 minute they tell them, okay, go. You know what to do. Go and speak good about them, and then they praise you. We should stop praising anybody, because this is the same thing. That's what they call former Haneze, whatever they call him, near wood. That bastard. The same thing. I know him when he was ranting, all of a sudden, if this is not happen, that will happen. He makes you turn and start collecting money. Start be killing his people. Enough of this rubbish from these people. That Igwe Achebe must be the first person to go down, and the rest will follow. We should not stop anymore. That flag has been raised, and we should not take it down until Biafra is there. What kind of nonsense is this? We cannot go out and fetch what to eat and come back. Are we now a rat? Oh, hey, Biafra, my brother.
Thank you very much for your contribution, and we must stick to our belief. It is very simple. It is very simple. We the oppressed, we the sufferers, we are the ones suffering. What's our role? Are we playing the role we are supposed to play? Are we supposed to resist or not? Are we resisting? No. These same people will still come and approach us and ask us to help them. How can you help somebody that you know is going to kill you? How in the world can you assist somebody you know is coming to kill you? You are committing suicide. That's all it is. And he has no clout to raise a security outfit. They simply told him, go and say you are raising security outfit and we will come. And he did exactly what they told him to do. If you have the mouth to say, why are you chasing innocent, you could have asked them, why do you want to kill innocent citizens? Why? Nobody's asking. You just go to fulfill whatever they want you to do. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yes, Mazi Alozie. Good afternoon from here.
Good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
Yes, I'm calling from the Republic of Ireland.
Isaiah, welcome.
And the tenacity, making our time to make sure that this gospel of Biafra is preached, to the nook and cranny of around the world. My name is Mazi and I reside here in Ireland. I just want to greet Biafrans and friends of Biafra's listeners, and also our leader, Mazi Alozie. Just without taking much of your time, as each has spoken what I had, and but there's one thing we need to understand. People should go, sometimes people do well, we praise them. They do that. But on this case, I've said this number of times. We have said this number of times. The major problem we have back home, the main major problem we have back home are these traditional rulers, these pastors, and politicians. These are the major problem. These are the people that put the minds of our people where they are today. They are the ones that destroy the society. And make sure we think about it. All these rulers, pastors, including these politicians, money. They are feeding from Abuja. And who are the who are in Abuja to clean the zoo, the foreigners? They have managed to take hold of Nigeria. People don't know what happened. Like our leader said, everybody that listens to our leaders podcast, we have been saying this for a very long time. That the Fulanis are working in a triangle form to capture the zoo. Only started saying this 2014. And once they take hold of it, it took us time, years to free ourselves from this man. And people that say, people were calling our leader, all over on social media. And they don't know what the Fulanis are doing. They were there watching Fulanis. They kick Jonathan out of office. They use terrorism. They use everything money possible, including our own people. Patients in Zogwa, all of them. Where is the other one? All of them went to Abuja, supported Fulani to remove their own brother. All these filmmakers, they went to Abuja, supported Fulani to remove Jonathan out of office. Their own brother, blood brother. It dawned on everybody when this Benue Governor said that they are working hard to bring all the Fulani from across the Sahara. And every time Buhari will talk, both the dead one and the imposter, he always talk about the Chad Basin. And people never take note of that. What is this man has to do with the Chad Basin and Nigeria? You are the president of the zoo, and any time you were granted a interview, you will talk to the Chad Basin and Chad. Are you now a president of Chad or the Chad Basin? And people are not talking, people are not asking questions. Why a president of the Federal Republic of the Zoo called Nigeria is talking always on a Lake Chad Basin? And today, it has gone on everybody. This man went to Egypt and said that he has lifted visa ban. He has made visa free for every Fulani to come to the zoo. And people never ask questions. And now this Fulani is flooded into the zoo. We all saw it during the lockdown. Every young man everywhere. Everywhere. People were just looking at, or these were these people in Iran. We were shouting all over the place on social media here. We were calling home. People were doing their business. Our people were there watching Fulani going into the major market, taking it at place. Nobody takes note of this. Fast protest. Some of our people come out. The church goers didn't come out. The majority of them did. People were going to church every Sunday. Why the protest was going on? For a betterment of them. And look at where we are today. People are still going to church. People are still not seeing what is happening. The Fulanis have managed now to take over the entire sectors of the zoo. Completely, including the presidency. And look at today. Nigeria of 200 million. People are there watching. Somebody is ruling them with mask. Wearing mask. And all these governors we have in our land are complicit. All these men of God, all of them have come in. None of them is saying anything. With somebody ruling them with mask. Even when Oyodipo confirmed it, Oyodipo confirmed it. Read out the nation newspaper saying that the man in Asoro is to bail. People kept quiet. Because they went to Asoro, they collected money, including in Baga. Everybody saw it. And look at our youth being massacred. Look at our women being massacred. These traditional rulers never said anything. They never said anything. Our leader managed to form ESN. And these people now wake up from their stupidity to form another, with our people again, to what ESN is doing. They saw our women butchered in the farm. Their legs all over the place, body dismembered across the farm. Obiomucha did not say anything. He didn't form security outfit. Our women were raped and lifted to Abuja. Niger wept to death. Women were raped to death. This our traditional rulers. This our politicians never said anything. They didn't see anything wrong on it. All of them, pastors, all of them, all the church goers, like Kidera said, they could not even stand up and protest when their own are being killed. They can't lift up. But when it comes to somebody who is fighting for them, I know the Amazon Namdekano. Look at Uchemefa and the rest of them. So they were about Uchemefa. We saw it long time, but we kept quiet because we don't want to start it. We saw it long time since 2013. But we just say let our people discover it. Until Chukwuabiam expose them. Expose them. Had it been our leader said anything about Uchemefa, by today, people would have gone down, they would have gone down our leader. They would have said everything, the way people would have. I saw when this thing we are hearing, when this nonsense, this their saboteur behavior we are hearing of it. I know what people are saying. I heard what people are saying. I listen to this radio. How they want to, force women to speak. And today, look at what they are doing. Look at what they are doing. People that their people have been now. Is this Nnamdi Kanu that is forcing the army to come out and start molesting our people? And everybody is keeping quiet. These people have beat our people to the stupor, and you will still see these governors come out tomorrow. You will still see our people. You will see hundreds of our people coming out. They say the hunger, and they are holding over. You cannot hold yourself just to protect your dignity and the identity. Fulani from Futajelon beat us in our backyard, beat us into corner. Everybody is keeping quiet. Support the ESM, they will not support. Supporting Nnamdi Kanu, they will not support. Support IPOB, they will not support. They gang up with Uchemefa and the rest of them. not knowing that this is a generation. These people meant to exterminate us completely. The way they are in second Biafra land, the way they are going about what they are doing, you know that these people came to destroy. Eradicate Igbo race from the upland to the coastal region. They are talking about the vaccination, but look at the pollution, look at the ecosystem that they destroyed in our coastal region. They are talking about vaccination, but they haven't cleaned our body, they haven't cleaned the water, they haven't cleaned all these places. That this mega company now who are importing this vaccination to kill us off all. They haven't instructed their giant business companies to clean our land that they messed up. And they are thinking of vaccinating us. Nobody wants to see this danger coming. Nobody wants to lift up a finger and speak. Only Mazi Nnamdi can. And look at what our people are doing. Being on the other radio talking absolutely nonsense and people. Nothing that will help us in this struggle. They are just thinking they are talking rubbish. And tomorrow when something happens to them, you will still see some people, he contributed in this struggle, let's wish them well. Let's tamper justice with mercy. They will not call them now to order. They damage their, look at our youth, look at generation, look at our youth. People are not seeing this. You don't not touch youth in the Western world here. You don't not touch children in the Western world here. Even with this vaccination here, they have not implemented it to the youth. They don't want to administer it to the youth. Because youth is the heartbeat of the nation. In our own case, every now and then our youth have been humiliated and destroyed. And nobody is saying anything. My heart is bleeding. My heart is bleeding. Every now and then our youth, Igbo people everywhere. They kill us in South Africa. They kill us in Togo. They kill us in Botswana. They kill us in Ghana. They kill us everywhere. They kill us here, even in the Western world. And we cannot stand up and go to Igbo furniture and say, man, get away from here. We make you who you are. Get away from our community. If you're not with us, you are against us. Get out from here. And you see people hailing them. They are doing business. The same business you're doing, Fulani knows where your heartbeat is. They will go there and say the business are blazed. You will come out and read it and on social media and what? The same Igbo for us. I saw this our brother that was kidnapped. His car was totaled in the bush. They didn't say anything. How many of them can we count? And our people are keeping quiet, watching this man walking around, answering you of nonsense. Mazi Alozie, thank you very much.
Thank you, Zayuba. Thank you. I hope it's sinking in. Like I said, identity. Who are we? Are we who we say we are? And we cannot take responsibility. We cannot stand and say, no, it is not going to happen. Rather, we succumb. We fizzle out. Who will lead? Who will lead? Our leader said, I will. I will lead. Give us order. He gave you order. And where are those saying, give us order? Nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be heard. You cannot even defend yourself when he has given you the order to defend yourself. Color, your name, and where you're calling from.
My name is Corey. In Belgium.
Welcome, Mr. Corey.
My name is Raphael Chikemoko. I'm the PRO of Biafra in Belgium.
Welcome.
I thought so many time ago, but I never really get to know. Mazi Alozie, something I really want to speak about today is about the situation, what is going on in Onitsha right now about the Onitsha. I myself, I was going that thing Onitsha. I know what it is. When I was going up, I don't know if he's a good man, but yes, I might say he was a good man. But after all the peace we ever have in Onitsha today are all useless to be. The only to put attention in any time and the rest of the zoo, not. Because most of the people that are really in the of Onitsha, most of them pay their own attention in the north. Because I remember in 1973, when I mean, 400 people, 50,000 people, they come and dance to a beautiful Onitsha. And then 1960, then before September 79, before the very slow in Onitsha, I was also here. Even my own power, everything. Every governor in the land today are all 419. I knew at least 3 of them in Lagos in the 80s. Like Obiano is a house boy. Our boy in Lagos Island. But he was having an person, Obiano, the governor of Anambra State. By then, also people was also in the Bibo. Then, let's go to Dajisi, and Obama that BJP, Obama and then in Dajisi, said that people was also having a shop or something like that. But something I really want to talk about today is about situation about what is going on that. More especially, the killing of our people in the town, while all the governors, none of them is saying anything. Because most of these governors are under the Biden. Okay. Most of them state, the really young now, not put them on the governor, they put them on. You know, there was a common driver in the while we are there. One time that I was going all of them are all because all of them are all small boys. They are only because of the bandit regime. That's the reason why they are also giants. 419, because all of them are all 419. That's also the police university, no job. All of them is going to be 419 because it was a third business. People like it all over the world. This particular job, yeah. Those people that went to university studying medicine in Denver, all the liberals like that. When I was thinking that I was doing we are the type that look into what we get is on the rest of the people of them in the 80s. Now, even as you go for an album, onye ọbụla ya bụ onye ọnịcha ma ọ bụ onye amụrụ n'Ọnịcha ụmụaka eji mgbe gboo anyị anaghị atụ ndị Fulani egwu ma ọ bụ ndị nachinama anyị na-akụgide mgbe pawụwa ọgwụ ndị oweta ide na peje ọnụ peje amụ anyị niile anyị na-ebi ya mana ọ lakọpụ our father anyị ma ọkụzi ebe igbo enwere ọzọ ndị n'ọzọ ọrụ nke ọzọ ọzọ ndị bịara abịa nwe dị ebe they have mind standing ma ọ ọka mmebe gbaa mmadụ anyị na-agba ndị ọka mmebe na ọ gbaa mmadụ
Yeah, Mazi Okoro, we're out of time. Yeah. Yeah.
Saboteur. Okay, you can go back home, a man stand up and take money from another man. How book obo? Don't know the most for that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Mazi Okoro, thank you. We are out of time. We're out of time. Thank you very much. Yeah, God bless you too. Thank you. This is where we'll be ending today's program. We are not taking any more calls. All those of you that were unable to call in tomorrow, you can call in. We are done for the day. We are out of time. This is another person's program as we speak. So it's unfortunate that I couldn't take your call, but we will be on the air again tomorrow. Thanks to all those that participated. We have a problem, and as soon as we acknowledge it, thanks to all those that participated, we have a problem, and as soon as we acknowledge
continue to bless, protect him, and guide him from the eyes of our foes. I also want to appreciate my family, the great family writers. They have been wonderful through their articles. I see the people problem of continue to give them more intellect to write more. Thank you all. When we fought, the world trembled. What we said is truth indeed. Heroes and gems to set me free. Heroes and pens to dry my tears. We've got that grateful. But the better showed on us. And thank you for this Adam. Stand in the sun. Number candle, oh, number candle, you are the one.
tell you what you need to know. Freedom is guaranteed. Let me tell you what you need to know. You must be free. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, 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 oh, oh. Hey, 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 oh, hey, hey, oh. Are you going to marry? Freedom, freedom, oh, freedom, 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 freedom. Are you going to marry? None kind of freedom, freedom. Are you going to marry? Are you going to marry? Biafra's freedom, freedom. Hey, are you going to marry? A lot is green, better green. Tell the kids to the enemies. They call me evil and Hebrew. Say the same, we will never give up. We made a creed that we wanna go. Tell the world that I got is great. Wayo, 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 wayo.